Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kylie, and in today's video we're going to be doing a chit-chat get ready with me as I answer some of you guys' questions and I get ready for the Nutcracker today. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So, we are doing a get ready with me today. We're doing a get ready with me for the Nutcracker. Once again, I think I did one of these videos a little bit back, maybe a year ago on my channel. Put it on the screen if you guys want to see it. But I thought we'd just do a little chit chat, and you guys did ask me some questions on my Instagram poll and my YouTube community comments. So I'm going to be answering those today. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so typically before I even start my makeup, I like to do my skincare. But if you guys are new to my channel, I've been using probably the same skincare products for like over a year now. I love CeraVe products, so I like to use the Acne Control Cleanser, their Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and then I use the Neutrogena 30 SPF. And then we put these little clips in. Obviously, they look weird because I have braids in right now, so don't mind the bulkiness. I just don't want it to touch my skin so that it won't mess up. Why? Okay, why are they like so uneven? Like, who was gonna tell her? Who was gonna tell me that they were uneven? I have a good amount of questions from you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna answer them all, but we're gonna get straight into it while I do one step. So my first step is always gonna be primer. So this is the primer I've been loving using almost for like I think a year as well. This is the Power Grip primer from elf. I've used both the niacinamide one and the regular one. They work really great. Normally I just apply it forehead and then on the cheeks. And then the first question I got was, what colleges are you currently considering applying to? If you guys didn't know, I'm a junior in high school right now. So considering applying to, I don't know. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I do not know what colleges I'm gonna end up applying to during this time next year. But I just really have no clue where I want to go. I don't have a dream school or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know where I'm considering applying to. But yeah, very underwhelming. But thanks for asking. I'm gonna do my brows. I always do my brows first. If you guys have seen any of my other get ready with me's, I think I've done my brows first. My last get ready with me was for homecoming. So I'll put that on the screen, but I think this routine is pretty similar to what I did for homecoming. I like to use the elf soap brow. You'll see a lot of elf products that I use today because elf is just, oh my gosh. How did I clip that one back so good? Okay, that's a little bit better. It's just like, oh. Okay, so I use this, and then I use elf's lash and brow wand as well. What is your intended major and why? So I actually do kind of know a little bit of what I want to do. I want to be a producer, like an executive producer for movies, and so I want to go into filmmaking. Obviously I'm doing YouTube, so I love video creating. I would just like to be a part of making like a film because I just think that's really cool, and that's obviously something I've been interested in for a little bit now. At least to start out, and then, you know, a lot of college students tend to change their major throughout their 4 years, so that could end up happening to me if I just, you know, fall out of love with it. But that's what I've been thinking about as of right now, going on college tours and stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen my first college tours video, I'll also put it on the screen. So fun, but just a totally different experience. Guys, please let me know if I have eyebrow blindness. When I was in middle school, I had the worst eyebrow blindness. It was bad. It was really bad. So I think I do my eyebrows pretty good now because I don't fill them in and stuff. But I kid you not, guys, I would fill my eyebrows in. I would burn the tip of like an almond, and then I would use that almond to fill in my eyebrows. Yeah, okay. So I looked like freaking Wolfman, and I'm just so scared of looking like that again because I look back at pictures and I'm like, who let me go out like that? Why did my mother let me go out like that? Like, it's just really humbling. So guys, please let me know if I have eyebrow blindness. What are you most looking forward to about college life? This is a great question. I feel like there's so many things in college that is different from high school, obviously. And I follow a lot of college students right now, like Nicole Lano probably is the one that I'm most active with. But I just want to be able to have more freedom, I really feel like. Because like in college, no one's telling you to go to class. No one's telling you to do this and that. No one's telling you to do your homework. So I feel like I like to have the challenge of doing that. I feel like I'm a pretty organized person in general. So I feel like it would be the same for me. But also just doing that, being able to develop a social life kind of from the ground up. Obviously, I'm really nervous about going to college, so thank you guys so much for asking me so many college questions. Going in with the Define a Lash mascara from Maybelline. This is my holy grail stuff. I've probably talked about this in so many videos, but if you are a lengthening mascara girly like me, this will change your life. $8, so it's really inexpensive, and it works so well, and I don't know how many bottles I've bought of this stuff, but it's really good overall. What are your biggest concerns about the college application process? Whew, this is a good question. I feel like with my family, my mom and dad, they went to college, but their college experiences were not like the traditional college experience. Like you apply for colleges, you visit colleges, all those things. My dad was in the Coast Guard, so his application process was really simple. Applied to that college, got in. It was military life, so very much different from traditional. And then my mom didn't apply to college until not immediately after she graduated, so she only applied to one college when she was in her 20s. So I'm like the first one in my family, just like in my immediate family, to go through this traditional college application process. So that just makes it a little bit more uncomfortable for me because it's like I don't have anyone, I can't ask my parents like, hey, how was this, how was that, because they haven't experienced it before. So this is really new in my family, and so I'm trying to just go through it in the best way possible, especially for my little sister coming up, and she'll have this process probably similar to mine soon. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm the guinea pig, so it's like we're gonna go through trial and error and things like that. But overall, it's just gonna be a really new experience for my entire family, not just me. That can be scary for me. I got this watermelon yesterday. It's so cute. I got it from my boss, gave it to me yesterday for a Christmas gift because yesterday was my last day of exams. Yes. So this is what the face is looking like so far. I like to get all those things done before I do my base. Are you planning to visit any colleges soon? So we just had my first 2 college visits in October, and then we have more college visits coming up in February for my winter break. We're gonna go on some college tours. I'm not really sure what colleges we're gonna be going to because I will probably vlog that for you guys. But yeah, those are my college tour plans at the moment. So now I'm gonna go in with my shade 4 Halo Glow liquid filter. This stuff is okay. This stuff is really good. I love it. I'm shading down a little bit because it's winter and I'm not as tan anymore, as y'all can tell. I don't use it as a base in some other get ready with me's that I have on my channel. You'll probably be able to see that I use it all over my face, but I've kind of trended down and just use it as like a highlighter type of thing. What are your career goals after college? So as I was saying, this kind of goes hand in hand with one of the other questions I answered earlier. I plan to go into the film industry to be a producer. that's what it's looking like so far. Not too much. Like, I don't like to do too much of that. I used to do a lot on my skin and it would make me look so oily. So I think this is just the best. Which classes are you finding most challenging this year? So I'm going in with the Sun Club Luminous bronzing powder. This is really good. It's drugstore, so it's pretty cheap for any of you guys. Some classes I'm finding challenging this year, I would probably say my most two challenge classes, just according to my grades, are English and history. History's been getting really hard. I used to be pretty good at history, but history last year and this year have just been a little bit of a challenge, and for me to put in a little extra work, which is nothing that I'm not able to do. So yeah, and then English has just been hard for me since I started high school. So I'm not really like, oh, this is new, because it's not. I already know my strengths and weaknesses in this class, and that's kind of normal. But I think I've been balancing it out pretty well, so I'm proud of myself for that. Bronzer, I just like to put it over where I put my highlight and then on my forehead to give me a little bit of color around my face and not make me look like I'm turning white. What is your favorite subject and why? My favorite subject? I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. I don't have a favorite subject. It's just school. It's not like I don't enjoy any of my classes. It's just like,
you know, when you're little, you're like, oh, I like math or I like science. But it's like, oh, I don't really like any of those things.
It's really just up in the air for me. I just kind of go to school, get it done, and come back home. So yeah, there's not much to talk about there. But I just used the NYX Wonder Stick dual-sided, so I used the coral shade, and then I'm just gonna blend it in with this buffing brush. What extracurricular activities are you involved in and why? So funny thing is, I'm not doing any sports this year, just to kind of manage myself in junior year, because this year is pretty important. So I've just been working. So I do an after school job at my school. So it's really, the commute isn't bad at all because it's on campus. So I work 3 hours, 2 days a week. So really easy way to pick up money. I love my job. It's super fun. I don't really have a day where I'm not excited to go to work because I really like working with kids, and the atmosphere there is just different from when you're in school. It's like not toxic. The kids are actually like really fun. Obviously, if y'all know, like little kids, I work with like first and second graders. They're really straight up with you, but they're super funny and just kind, sweet kids, and I'm just so grateful that I started working here. So that's what I've been doing for extracurriculars. Nothing else other than that, just so I can focus on my studies and, you know, stay caught up with that. Do you plan on taking any AP or IB classes this year? So I am taking one AP class this year. I'm taking AP Environmental Science. It's actually going really, really well. I was a little nervous taking on a AP class because last year I took 2 honors classes. I took honors chemistry.
Do not take honors chemistry if you are not good at math.
Because I made the mistake of that. I got recommended for honors chemistry after my freshman year because I did really, really well in biology. So I got recommended for it. Was not cut out for it at all. Math is not my strongest thing. I was not prepared for the amount of work and stress that class came with. So I was scared about taking an AP science because my last honors science was really stressful and hard. So, but it's actually going really, really well. I have an A in that class. Finished out the semester, so everything's going really good. So if you are considering taking an AP class, definitely do. It's gonna help you like in the long run with like college applications and stuff. So make sure you do take an AP class. Take something that you think you'll be suitable for, and I think you'll do great. Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 400W, and then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Neutral. So I'm gonna mix these for my under eyes. Normally I don't do this, but in my daily routine, but since I'm going to a nice place, then I want to put a little extra coverage. How are you managing your time between schoolwork and other commitments? So I feel like we just talked about that with my job. My sophomore year, I worked 3 days. This year, I'm only working 2, just to pace myself. I didn't want to take on too much and have to like take it off my plate. I'd rather put more stuff on my plate, you know, so that I would have more days at home than at work. But that's one way I'm doing it. Also, just taking the weekend, either if that's to do extra studying or extra prepping, I'm doing that whenever I get the chance. Or just doing self-care, self-breaks has helped me just manage my time between schoolwork. But main thing is just not putting too much on my plate. What is one academic skill you'd like to improve on? This is a great question, whoever asked it. Not procrastinating. I feel like as a teenager, a lot. You've procrastinated at least one time in your life about schoolwork. And so sometimes I feel like I put a little extra on my plate by procrastinating.
I'm saying like, oh, I can do it later. I have the rest of the week to do it.
And then I end up needing more time in the end and having to cram it all in. Like just recently. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have those 7 hours back. I think I pushed that off definitely when I was in school because it was for my exam. We had to do a lab report. And so I definitely think I could have done it or started it at least a little more ahead of time and not have stressed myself out that much. But at the end of the day, it's done. It's done. And that's all I can, you know, that's all you can ask for is just getting it done. Ah, so thirsty. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna use this Kiko blush. It is the Create Your Balance Contour Boost Powder Blush in the shade 2. But I got this in Europe. I love it. It's so good. What is one accomplishment you are most proud of this year? Also, this is their Base 10 brush. What have I accomplished this year? What? The beginning of the year when I finished my sophomore year. I'm just proud that I got through it. You know, I'm proud that I finished relatively where I wanted to finish, and I put in that work definitely second semester to get my grades up. That year, holy crap, that year was something. Sophomore year was a trip, and I feel like I owe that all to honors chemistry because that thing kicked my freaking butt. What is a personal challenge you are currently facing? It's a great question. It was about a week ago. I'm getting really personal, like really personal, but I'm gonna keep it vague. Recently, I just got broken up with someone. Kicked my butt once again. Right around Christmas time really freaking sucks. But I'm not going to go into it that much. But, you know, I'm just recovering. I feel so much better, if you guys are wondering about that. I've never gone through that before. It's definitely something that I'm working with, coping with, praying about. So, yeah. But I'm pretty good overall with that. How do you manage stress and stay organized? That's a good question. Halo Glow in the shade Medium from e.l.f. Their powder puff. Staying organized keeps my stress levels down. The less organized I am, I feel like the more stressed I am. I'm setting my concealer. I like to set it with a brush just to really get in there and hope that it doesn't crease. What is one life lesson you've learned recently? Feel like what I just said about the whole thing with guys and men and all those things. Be more attentive. Be more attentive in your relationships, guys. Because normally I'll be able to see when a guy is, you know, about to pull some weird trigger or is getting bored or is, you know, not acting like they normally act. And I'll be able to, all right, time for me to leave. But I wasn't able to catch it this time. So I just say be more attentive. And you'll probably catch it and not have to go through all that. I can sing, y'all. Can't sing. What are you most passionate about outside of school? YouTube, filming, editing, all those things. Because this is like what I do in my pastime. And I feel like when I am on break, I just get to show you guys that even more, how much I like posting and editing and filming for you guys. I would like to make a career if, you know, I'm still interested in that and if it's still possible. You guys are something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. We've been going up so much in our subscriber count and our viewing. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys all so much, and I really appreciate it. All the sweet comments. I've never gotten a hate comment before, so thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You guys are definitely something that I'm very passionate about and love to do. No Budge eyeliner, and I just put this in my waterline just to like connect. What is a unique skill or talent you have? Some people have told me when I was doing sports that I could pick up a sport pretty fast. I think I'm very versatile. Like, I can pick up anything and like learn it. Not to brag. This is not something that I just think I'm a very versatile person. People have told me. I think I'm very open about my personality on here. Sarah. Yeah. Use the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray from e.l.f. e.l.f. at this point just sponsor me and send me PR. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? It's such a fun question for the last one. Bora Bora is where I want to go. And Hawaii. Bora Bora and Hawaii. It just looks so pretty. I mean, you have to go to Hawaii in your lifetime. And it's technically, it is in the US. So like, come on, let's go. But I want to go to Hawaii and I want to go to Bora Bora. That's a place I want to go, like outside of the country. I've just seen it's very pretty. That is it for the questions and my get ready with me. But y'all, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!